Here, I'm feeling a Three Musketeers at the bridge, so let's get a knight ready as soon as he plays those Three Musketeers. There's them, let's play the knight, let's go with the rocket, and yes, we're actually going to catch those Three Musketeers with that sick prediction play right there. Hey guys, it's Legendaray here, and today we are once again trophy pushing high on ladder with the 2.9 mortar cycle deck. This is my absolute favorite ladder deck, still at this moment, still going strong. So without further ado, let's just go ahead, hop straight into some ladder matches and show you guys exactly how it's done. Alright, so looks like this first battle is going to be against a Japanese player from the clan yellow card. So yeah, starting off this match, we're gonna go in probably with just, actually we're gonna go ahead and not do anything because we do have a relatively good starting hand. For me, a relatively good starting hand is basically anything with a tornado and a rocket in it, because tornado can get me that nice king tower activation and rocket can take care of pump. So here, unfortunately, I did cycle a log and looks like we're going to be against probably log bait. Now let's just go with some bats because I know log bait doesn't have a zap and he'll kind of struggle to defend that. Here you'll go with a Valkyrie, so let's go with spear golems right here and see if we can get that onto the tower. Looks like it will connect onto the tower, so that's really good for us. And here I think I'm just gonna go in with an ice spirit onto those spear goblins, and that Valkyrie on the left will just get taken out. And here let's go with tornado, that goblin barrel to the king's tower, and go in with a mortar, see what this guy has to defend it. And he probably has Tesla. Yep, there's the Tesla. So unfortunately he will have a good answer to my mortar, but that's why against bait you want to rocket cycle. And looks like this guy's got the message too. He's gonna go in with that rocket. Now here what we really have to be careful with is this guy's princesses at the bridge. So oftentimes I'll just place things right in the middle. As soon as I reach 10 elixir, just in case he tries to snipe with that princess, I will be able to distract you. So here, as soon as I reach 10 elixir, we'll go ahead and split our spear golems. And okay, he doesn't put that princess at the bridge. I really thought he would. But anyways, we're just gonna go ahead, get a knight down, cycle back to a rocket. We don't really want to go with the offensive mortars because he'll be able to defend it. And unfortunately, I do kind of screw up right there. But let's just go in with another. Actually, I don't really know. Honestly, yeah, let's just set in another rocket, and then let's follow up with a defensive mortar. He's probably gonna try and like go with a princess at the bridge right now. And no, looks like he's playing it smart actually. The way, yeah, he's playing this really well with that rocket. But let's just go with some spear golems, try and force out a response. He's gonna go in with a goblin gang. Mortar will take that out, and then we can just go ahead and continuously log out that goblin barrel. Now here, let's go with an ice spirit once again. Again, I need to be cognizant of this guy's princesses at the bridge. So let's go in with a knight as well. Looks like no, he's not gonna go in, and he's just gonna straight up rocket once again. And this is actually kind of close right now. Honestly, just because we're both rocket cycling, but I think I will be able to pull through because I will be able to cycle to 2 rockets faster than this guy can. And yeah, see, I'll definitely be able to get that second rocket down faster. So he's gonna send in a rocket here, but he's also 1 rocket away. His log won't do the job. So yeah, let's go ahead, be sure to go ahead and take out that goblin barrel. I knew it was a little off, so let's go with spear golems right here, quickly cycle back to a rocket, guys. And as we end this match, we're gonna go ahead and finish off that tower. He does not have any way to take ours out, and that's gonna be a nice and solid victory over a bait deck. Again, taking advantage of the fact that he has really no way to build up a big push and overwhelm me, so I am still able to rocket cycle. Alright, so this next match is going to be against a Chinese player from a Nova clan, starting off with spear golems, trying to correct my cycle. Anytime I don't have tornado or rocket, I will play really aggressive at the beginning. Well, not that aggressive, but I'll just cycle cards at the beginning to try and cycle to one of the cards. So here, cycling to a tornado, and oh my god, we don't have the rocket in cycle. That's really unfortunate. But here he's going to use a goblin gang right there to, you know, go ahead and take out that little push. And yeah, this guy's going to get a really big elixir advantage, so not a good start at all. Let's go in with knight and spear golems because he probably is, I'm pretty sure this giant 3 musketeers, and that's gonna force out a response right there. So let's go with an ice spirit. He's forced to use a battle ram to go ahead and distract that mortar and a giant. So here, let's go with bats. Let's go in with a knight as well to try and DPS down that giant as fast as we can. And meanwhile, that mortar will actually get 1 hit onto the tower, which is definitely really good for us. Meanwhile, we'll have a nice little counter push with those spear golems and that knight as well. He might zap them out or something, but looks like, no, he's just going to use his Goblin Gang. I'll go ahead and log that out, and relatively good start. You know, we didn't exactly have an answer to his pump. Oh, no. He's going to get a second pump down. This is actually pretty bad, but here he's going to go with the Battle Ram opposite lane. Let's go with Bats right there, and let's see. He's going to go with the Bats of his own, and the Mortar does lock onto the tower, which is really, really good. Let's go with an Ice Spear right here, timing it just so that it'll take out all those Bats, and here I think I'm just going to ignore that Barbarian while we have a really healthy Mortar locked onto the tower. He's gonna actually play a Giant in the back, followed up by a Goblin Gang. Unfortunately, I don't have a good answer, but the Mortar will take that tower down to 1433. So definitely really, really good for us. Here, let's go with Spear Goblins in the back, and here I'm feeling a 3 Musketeers at the bridge. So let's get a Knight ready as soon as he plays those 3 Musketeers. There's them. Let's play the Knight. Let's go with the Rocket, and yes, we're actually going to catch those 3 Musketeers with that sick prediction play right there. I knew he had those 3 Musketeers coming in, and we were able to take it out. Now it's going with a massive counter push with all this stuff. He doesn't have zap in cycle, so we can just spam everything at the bridge. Let's go with a pre-lock. No, he's just gonna go in with a Giant to tank for everything. So let's go in with Knight and Bats again, and that will basically shred that Giant. He's gonna try and go with another Collector, but let's just go in with a Mortar. He won't have that much to defend. Let's go with Spear Goblins right here. He does not have a zap for those. Actually, okay, he did have zap, but here let's go with an Ice Spear and then a Knight right there. A Mortar will get one more shot into the tower, taking that tower down to 1,000 hit points, and guys, we are in a very, very good position. Let's go in with another Mortar. Let's go with Tornado, try and pull those Musketeers out of range of the Mortar. Lone looks like it's not going to happen, but the Mortar will go ahead and take out those Musketeers anyways with the help of that log. Here, let's go with a Knight. Let's go with just spam everything in right there. Ice Spear will freeze everything. Let's go with Spear Goblins, cycle back to a log. Log will go ahead and just get so much value. Everything's just gone right there. Let's go with another Knight. So we'll go ahead and tank for everything. Let's go with Bats right there. And guys, that tower is just one rocket and log away from a win, guys. Let's go and quickly save up to a rocket as fast as we can. Send in that rocket. Let's go in with an Ice Spear right there to go and freeze those minions. Let's go with a log as soon as we can. Come on, can we get the win? And that's gonna be GG. Grabbing the win against Giant 3 Musketeers. Man, it always feels really, really good when you win that matchup. That is just such an annoying matchup, and yeah, I'm really, really happy that we were able to come away with the dub. So looks like this one last battle is going to be against Digomts from the clan Revelation Star. So good luck to this guy. Starting off the battle, we're gonna go ahead and use an Ice Spear Tornado to get a nice King Tower activation while taking 0 hits from that Hog Rider. That's a very important interaction you need to know with this deck, but you know, oftentimes we have a bad card cycle, so that won't happen. But anyway, Spear Goblins will go and take out his Spear Goblins, and we'll also have one more, which will get 1 chip shot onto that tower. Here we'll go with a Knight, and looks like it's going to be a Mortar Hog match. Mortar Hog, I really don't like facing Mortar Hog, simply because it's really 50-50, you know. If they play well, if I play well, it's really a 50-50 matchup. I find myself winning half the matches, and I also find myself losing about the other half. So here, let's go with the Tornado anyways onto that Hog Rider. Hopefully Hog won't get any hits, and it does not. And here, I'll just go ahead and play some Spear Goblins right there, try and get some chip shots. Here we'll log out his Spear Goblins. Looks like we got pretty much the same game plan here, but let's go in right here with an offensive Mortar. See what this guy has exactly. He's probably okay. He's got a defensive Mortar. Now this is a strategy I like to use against Mortar Hog or Mortar Bait. I like to go with an offensive Mortar, force him to use a defensive Mortar, and as soon as he goes in with a defensive Mortar, I'll go ahead and send in a rocket because he doesn't have the Mortar to pressure. So here, Spear Goblins will stop the Hog from getting. Oh no, the Hog got 1 shot. But anyways, back onto that point of the game plan. I'll play an offensive Mortar, force him to play a defensive Mortar, and then rocket his tower. So here, we're gonna go with an Ice Spear right there to freeze those Spear Goblins right there, stop him from getting any hits onto the tower, and then once again, let's actually go in with a Knight actually, and then follow it up by a defensive Mortar. We can stay pretty defensive with those Mortars, just because he doesn't have a rocket. At least I don't think he has a rocket. And going to double extra time, we will be able to defend that Mortar really effectively, and then we can just go ahead and send in a rocket because his Mortar is out of cycle. He's gonna try and go. Oh wow, this is a big push right here. Let's go with a tornado. Oh my god, look at that value. Let's go with spear golems. Let's go with an ice spear. Let's go with a knight right there. And Hug gets 0 hits onto the tower. Look at that perfect defense. Let's go in with another mortar. Let's see if he. Okay, see there you go. There's the defensive mortar. And okay, all right. Let's go ahead and get a tornado onto that Hog. Bats onto those spear golems right there. He's gonna zap. Mortar will get. Hog will get one onto the tower. Let's go with the rocket once again. This is actually a really close game. It's always a close game. Let's go with a knight. Let's go with some spear golems right there. Let's go in with a log onto the goblin gang. And guys, as we head into sudden death, things are looking pretty good for us. We've got a relatively healthy 700-800 damage lead. And look at that massive push we're getting on the left right there. Let's go with a mortar right there. Let's see here. Let's actually go with a rocket onto all that stuff right there. And boom, it's all gone. Mortar is locked onto the tower. In the meanwhile, let's go with spear golems. Let's go in with a log, being sure to chip that tower. And guys, I think we can just go ahead and spell cycle this guy out at this point. Let's go with a knight right here. Let's go in with a defensive mortar, and I think just we need 2 logs and a rocket. So here we're gonna go in with a tornado right there. We're gonna go in with some spear golems, and we're gonna go in. Let's see. I think yeah, we can go ahead and afford an offensive log right there. So guys, we just need 1 more rocket and 1 more log, and we're gonna be taking the dub. So let's go with ice spirit. Let's go with bats. Let's go in. Actually, no, we cycle back. So let's go ahead, send in that rocket, and that knight will actually finish off the tower. No, okay, will finish off that tower, grabbing a really solid victory against a mortar hog deck. As you can see, this deck definitely still works absolute wonders on ladder, and looks like we are also top 5,000. So there we go, guys. Really good ladder session today, but unfortunately, guys, that is all got time for in today's video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like down below, as well as a subscription to my channel. And as always, this is Legendaray, and I'm signing off. See you guys next time.